you looking to take the next step in your Rocket League career? Then join the RLPC using the Discord link below.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first night here of your RLPC playoffs. My name tonight is Cyan LG. I'm going to be joined here tonight with my good friend Dead Medic. Dead Man, what's going on? How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling fantastic, dude. Ready for a great night of playoffs Rocket League to start us out here.
Yeah, absolutely. I have to agree with you. And, Dead Medic, I know you guys are wondering, that sounds so beautiful and pristine. That is his new mic kicking in, making his voice sound like a god here. So we're going to be getting some great commentary there coming out of him. But we're going to be having a big first game here. A big AA matchup is going to be the Pythons versus the Mustangs. Mustangs coming in with the second best record in the AA division, only behind the Avalanche, who put up a whopping 17-1 record. But the Mustangs, no slouches of themselves, putting up a very strong 13-5 record of the regular season, 5-1 inside the division, putting up a big 273 goals a game, and only letting in about 1.83 a game, which is, some very good offense there and great defense, making sure that the opponent is not able to get shots on net. And if actually you dive a little bit deeper into that, they actually only let in 5.97 shots against per game. That is by far the best in the entire AA division. The second place team is 696, which is almost an entire shot, more than that, which is so we're going to be seeing a big defensive game here, hopefully, for the Mustangs. And on the other side, Pythons, no slouches of their own, coming in with that big 11-7 record, had a very strong divisional matches this year, coming in with a nice 5-1 record in the division, a little bit over 2.5 goals per game, and letting in a little bit over 2 against the game. So, obviously the Mustangs have the better stats right here, have the better record, and they are going to be looking to be the favorites moving into this matchup. But now, as we move into these best-of-7 series, you never know what can happen. So, how are we thinking here, Dead?
Yeah, like you said, for these longer series, it really is going to test the players' mentality, their stamina. Can they last? Even if they take the first 2 games, can they continue to win as many as they need? And you're right. I think it's a close game. Mustangs definitely have the edge. Now, these teams have played together once, played against each other, and the Mustangs took that in a very close 3-2 series. So I think tonight it should be a very, very good series. I would give the edge to the Mustangs, though, at least going forward.
Sounds good to me. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, your first streamed playoff matchup of the RLPC playoffs. It's going to be the Pythons versus the Mustangs. Let's see who comes out on top. Moving in here. On that faceoff, we have Zero against Hero. That's going to be a fun little 2 names to be able to clear that. Oh, a triple miss already off the bat by the Pythons, leaving a lot of space for Chaotic, but Zero able to get back to that. Hero trying to play that back into the middle, is going to pop that back, trying to get it to Viper. He's able to get that over Sauce over to the left side here. Let's see if Hero can follow it up. Good 50 there by Barricade, but it does not matter. Ooh, Chaotic, big miss there by hitting that ball's bouncing right in front of the net, but nobody there from the Mustangs. Able to put that home, but just as I say that, Chaotic with the first goal of the playoffs, 1-0.
Yeah, I think you've seen a little bit of panic from both teams, right? With the triple commit, and then, of course, this own goal here. I think Sauce could have had a better clear there. He could have saved that. So you're seeing a little bit of the panic, on stream, first playoff matchup, but it's a little hype. Both teams really just need to settle into their game plan, and I think some of those mistakes are going to iron out really fast.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to agree with that one. But here's a great quick start here for the Mustangs. Exactly what they were looking for coming out against this very strong Pythons team. So let's see if they can keep this up here. Just like that, Sauce going to put a play on net there. Chaotic able to play that to the right side. It's going to be put right back into the zone by the Pythons. And Viper, a little bit awkward, but a good double commit clear there by the Mustangs. But Zero with a big shot. A great save there coming out. Now Hero looking to make a play. Is going to boot that into the corner. Saucy, a little bit of space. Can he get it past 1? He can. Can he get it past 2? Cannot get past Viper, but a good touch. Gets a second one as well. Great 50 there on the defender. 1 minute into the game. And it's been very even here so far. No team really coming out to a strong offensive start other than that one goal here by the Mustangs. Sauce. It's going to boot that into the midfield. Nobody there to follow it for the Pythons. Hero carrying that out. Has a teammate to his left. Elects not to pass it. Tries to go himself. It's going to lose that 50 over the barricade. That's going to go on net, but Chaotic trapping that right down. Good bump there by his teammate, leaving some space for Chaotic. Can he get it past Sauce? He can. Good 50 to the middle. Here comes Hero. Big fake there on barricade. Can he make a play here? Going to try to pop that up. Gets it past 2, and Chaotic cannot finish that ball. What a great passing play there by the Mustangs. Gonna be in that corner right there now. Viper gets that over 1. Can he get it past 2? Looking for the bump. Ooh, does not get the bump, but Hero does not matter as he's gonna fly up there, skirt it up, and double the lead. 2-0 Mustangs.
Yeah, Mustangs have been doing a great job of rotating the ball in front of the Python net, forcing Pythons to use all of their boost and not letting them rotate to pick up any more hundreds. It's exactly what the Mustangs want to do for the entire game, for the entire series. And if you're the Pythons, you really need to start breaking out of your half to have any opportunity to get back in this game. There's a lot of time left, but with no boost, it's not realistic.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with you. The Mustangs have really come out to a strong start here, piling a nice 5 shots on net compared to only 2 here for the Pythons. And we're almost halfway through this first game 1. But, you know, we're going to really look here for the Pythons to try to answer because it's been all Mustangs so far. Chaotic, as I say that, almost getting a grit shot on that. It's going to go past 2 defenders for the Mustangs. Oh, and an own goal. Oh, wait, no, not an own goal. I'm so sorry. I misread that a little bit. What a great finish there on the side wall there by Viper. Hero gets it right to him into the corner. And no chance there for the Pythons as nobody's back on D.
Yep, Pythons broke down on defense there. 2 people rotated out of net when only 1 should have. They just looked they didn't have the speed to get to that ball. Like, they didn't rotate correctly. They were just outplayed. And so far, that's kind of how this game has gone. Mustangs completely outplaying the Pythons.
Yeah, the Pythons really on their heels right now. They're digging in, trying to get those defensive rotations, able to get a couple of those maybe, you know, counterattack passes out. You know, that was some good pressure right there as Barricade trying to make something happen. Here comes Sauce, has a little bit of boost to work with, but Chaotic gonna boot that right out to midfield. Barricade off that crossbar, looking like me out there. Oh, second crossbar hit there by Hero, rather. No, Zero, I'm sorry. That's going to confuse me a little bit. That's going to go right down there. And just as you were saying that, the Pythons really responding well with some pressure here.
Yeah, Pythons with a lot of pressure, but they didn't do much with it. Like, they put a couple shots towards the backboard, but none really on net that were threatening and dangerous. So, actually, never mind right there. That's what Pythons needed to do. Cleared the way, put a threatening shot on, and scored.
And just like that, the Caster's Curse at it again. Barricade playing that to himself off of that left side wall. Great demo there by his teammate. Leaving a wide open net. And with a minute 53 to go here, you know, 2 goals isn't an unobtainable feat.
Nope, absolutely. You come back here if you're the Pythons. Thank you, by the way, for that little bit of money for cursing Mustangs. But, I mean, it's just like, you know, Pythons, you have to continue to play like that. But that was born out of boost control with a good demo. It's what they've been getting killed on all match, so hopefully they can turn that around, control a bit more boost, and I think you're right, they can get right back into this game.
Absolutely. Let's see if they'll settle in after that one. Sauce with a good demo there, getting the ball into the offensive zone. Chaotic trying to make it clear, but not able to get it past Zero as he's going to boot it on net. Chaotic gets a good 50 over to the left side, but Zero's going to get to that first. Off that corner wall, awkward bounce into the middle, but Viper with a great bang down the field. Barricade dropping that awkward bounce off that back wall, but a beautiful read there by Viper going straight down. And just like that, the Mustangs answer right back, 4-1.
Great team play. Mistake coming out from Sauce there. He had the read on that ball, but I think it was because he was rotating too far from the side that he kind of rushed his hit. You know, so for the Mustangs, perfect counterattack, right? You get right back in this game. You say, no, we're going to take game 1. There's a lot of game left, and there's a lot of series left. But so far from the Pythons, they've only shown little sparks of being able to come back into this game, as that right there is not going to help you. Finally, Barricade puts it back in. Excellent recognition by him, but you're going to need to score those a little faster with only a minute left.
That's an awesome read there by Zero. It's going to go right off that perfect corner bounce. And Barricade's not going to be screwing that one up as he's going to finish that top right. And, you know, just as the Mustangs answer the Pythons goal, the Pythons go ahead and answer right back again. So we have a 2-goal game once and more. About a minute to go here in this game 1. As we do remember, moving into the playoffs now, these are best-of-7 series. So a lot of time for both of these teams, you know, to wake up, start getting some more team plays, start getting some passes, some dangerous shots on net. Because at the moment, it's really looking like the Mustangs are playing as the better team here. But the Pythons really answer strong here. So here comes Sauce trying to get that past the midfield, but Chaotic able to keep that in. Barricade There's a little bit of boost. Sauce trying to get to that first, but he's going to get beat to it by Viper. Chaotic getting a good 50 out there to the midfield. But Barricade stopping Hero before he can go on a rush. Comes at 50, going to go to the left side. Hero could look to follow that himself, but Sauce is going to get to that really quick. Going to boot that out to the midfield. Comes Viper. Going to bang that right back the other way. A little bit of ping pong action here as both of these teams try to make a long pass happen here. But with 12 seconds to go, the Pythons really need to get something happen here now. Chaotic with a big miss. 7 seconds, Zero booting that upfield. It's going to be 50 by Chaotic. And with 3 seconds, it's looking like the Pythons are going to be running out of time here. And the Mustangs coming off to a great, strong start in this game 1. And they're going to take game 1 4-2.
Yeah, excellent showing from the Mustangs so far. They really dominated this game. You know, they were the first ones to settle their nerves. Of course, they got the sort of lucky first goal, own goal by Pythons. But they were very first to settle on their nerves, and they spent the majority of this match in the Pythons' half. Excuse me, Pythons' half. So for the Pythons, 2 things need to be fixed. You need to get boost, and you need to rotate out of your half. It sounds, you know, simple, but it's very difficult to do. And it was something that killed them. When they could do it, they scored 2 goals. When they couldn't, 4 were scored against them. So for Pythons, a lot to improve here, but by no means out of this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And in my opinion, they really did start waking up here as the second half of this game 1 did progress. They did actually outscore, and I believe in the last half of the game, the Mustangs 2-1. So, you know, you take away that little bit of a shaky start at the beginning, and they're really in this series here right now. But regardless, the Mustangs are going to take that game 1. So a great, strong start for them, exactly what they were looking for. And let's see if the Pythons can answer here. Moving into this game 2, Zero versus Viper. Viper going to move that to the right side. Barricade able to get that past 1. Can he get a shot on that? He cannot. It's going to go down to Sauce. Sauce, look for that double touch. Ooh, cannot push it down on net. What a great attempt there by him. Comes Hero. Going to be in that midfield. Barricade trying to play that on net, but Viper booting that away to the right side. Sauce. Limited boost to work with. Gets that good 50 on the midfield. Zero trying to tap that up to Sauce. But Hero reading that well off that back wall. Barricade. Pythons with some good early pressure here, keeping the ball inside the half of the Mustangs. But as I say that, Chaotic trying to make something happen. Good flick there by him, but Sauce with a good stop. Zero. Cannot get that second touch. Viper with a one-on-one on Sauce, but Sauce with a great heads-up play, rushing that quick. Not able to get a shot is the offensive player right there. About a minute into this game, no shots on net here for either team. Double commit there on the defensive side for the Pythons, and Mustangs once again after that shaky little 20-second start have been keeping it well inside the Python zone, but no shots to show for it.
Yeah, Mustangs. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say Mustangs, like they've ruined a couple chances as here they almost get another one, but they had an open net and they just missed. It's some uncharacteristic mistakes coming out from the Mustangs, really working in the Pythons' half, but Pythons, you're right, need to capitalize and score. Somebody needs to decide they want to win this game.
Yeah, and you know, talking about capitalizing and scoring, you got to put the ball on net in the first place. Right now, they had a lot of pressure in that Python zone, but just not able to get any strikes on net. So let's see for them to try to get a couple more high danger opportunities here. As we say that though, the Pythons, a little bit of good pressure here, but Zero is going to leave a lot of space for Viper. Viper electing to play that high with Zero boost, but Hero able to stop the Python's attack right there. Good push there by Zero, but another great 50 by Chaotic. And I'm seeing a lot of just back and forth kind of ping pong action here, as I think both of these teams are still a little bit nervous in this first round of the playoffs here.
Yeah, both teams seem nervous, but also you'll notice both teams right now are only trying to pass off the sidewall. They take it to both corners and then they try to center it, and it's just not working. Both teams have figured out how to stall that on sidewall. It's one of the most hard passes to get to center, so they just need to start working with each other in the midfield, and I think a lot more of this field will open up as it did game 1.
Oof, and a beautiful strike that are coming out of Zero, but Viper keeping that that goal line clear. Viper looking to hit Chaotic, just not enough power on that. Zero going to counter the other way. Good cutoff. He's going to pop that up for himself. Can he follow? No, he can, as Hero with a good stop. But it does not matter, as Barricade is going to boot that right back in. But Chaotic keeping that near post well. Sauce, great fake there by him. Gets that over in the second. And a beautiful goal there by Sauce, putting the Pythons up 1-0.
What a display of individual mechanical ability there. Absolutely baits the defender, then flicks it over. I mean, that was a gorgeous shot. Exactly what the Pythons needed to start getting into this game in this series. Huge morale booster. And if you're the Mustangs, that was a costly triple commit mistake.
But man, what a beautiful goal there coming out of Sauce. as he's going to put his team up 1-0 with only about 2 minutes to go. That's a big first goal here in this game too. Exactly what they were looking for. Off that back wall now, Hero pops that up for Viper. He's able to get it past 2, but Sauce keeping that midfield line as that third man. Sauce playing very well here for the Pythons in this game too, really picking it up. Hero trying to make something happen. He's going to look to make that center. He's going to like to leave it for Viper instead, but Barricade going to play that to the corner. Another double commit here coming out of the Pythons defense, but Hero double committing with Chaotic and not able to get a shot on net once again are the Mustangs. Only 2 shots on net here so far. Only about 1.5 minutes to go, so big difference compared to like the 13, I believe, 10 to 13 that they had in that game 1. Big pinch there. Hero looking to play that on net. Great save there by Zero. Can he get a second doink? No, he cannot. He's going to leave that Chaotic and boom it on net. Barricade able to get that clear. Here comes Hero. Good touch into that midfield. Can he get it past Sauce? Yes, he does. Gets it to the right. Good 50 there by him. Viper trying to put that on net. Zero. Aqua touched it by him. But it's going to leave that for Sauce. And the Pythons able to clear that a little bit of that pressure at least. Good demo there by Chaotic. But Zero with a beautiful 50. He's going to put that right back into the zone of the Mustangs. And with 50 seconds to go here, the Mustangs really need to pick it up and start making some counterattack plays happen here, or they're going to come up just short. It's going to go right back into the zone of the Pythons. Zero with a good clear over to that right side. Viper trying to pop that up. He does get that over Zero. He's going to leave that for Sauce, and Sauce going to get that over 1, over 2, but it cannot finish that double, but Barricade, can he finish? No, what a beautiful pass there by Sauce, almost capitalizing on that double touch opportunity. Just not able to put it home. 20 seconds to go here now. Barricade has some space in that midfield. Gets that over 1. Limited boost to work with here. He's going to elect to put that off that back wall. Gets it up 2. Zero with a smart play. Just letting Viper go up and waste his boost. 7 seconds to go here. Pythons with all the pressure in the zone of the Mustangs. And they're going to be running out of time. 1 second. The Mustangs need to keep it up now. That ball's high in the air. Barricade going to play that to the right side on that wall. Viper. Good touch into the middle. Chaotic not able to get a good shot on net. And just like that, the Pythons answer in game 2 and tie the series 1-1.
Yeah, a beautiful showing by the Pythons. Good turnaround from game 1. It also answered a question that I had for this going into this series, right? The Pythons have had a significant streak here lately of wins, but one of the biggest losses that they had was against the Inferno team, who had a very similar record to them. And so I kind of looked at it and I was like, okay, well, why? The Pythons are a very individual team. If you look at their stats across the board, they don't really pass a whole lot center. And so you noticed it this game. Sauce, beautiful individual effort, scores the game-winning goal, and the only coincidentally goal in the game. For the Mustangs, they're a very team-oriented team, basically. But they couldn't get started this game. They didn't have boost control. They were doubling a little bit. They couldn't get out of their half. So it's a good turnaround from the Pythons. I'm just curious, will it last? Hopefully so. It was a beautiful play to watch, but I think if you're the Pythons, you do need to start playing together a little more if you want to just firmly take this series in your hands. Now, if you're the Mustangs, that was sort of a breakdown. Now, it wasn't a huge loss or anything, so you can just kind of forget that game happening and take the mentality that you had game 1. But you're really going to need to start controlling boost, both teams, because that was really the difference maker between game 1 and 2 was boost possession.
Yep, and like you did mention, the Mustangs, they were really trapped in their own zone, in my opinion, in that game too. The Pythons able to kind of put a lot of pressure on their Sauces. We did mention already, a great showing there in that game too, allowing a lot of that pressure to be kept at that midfield line. And just the Mustangs with 0 boost, not able to make much happen. So let's see if the Pythons can suffocate the Mustangs once again, or if the Mustangs are going to gallop to a game 3 victory here. Oh, that was good. Just like that, it's going to go into that midfield. Viper is going to leave that for his teammate Hero in that corner. Barricade, though, getting to that first. And what a beautiful pre-flip right there from Zero. And just like that, 20 seconds in, and the Pythons already up 1-0.
Yeah, defensive mistake from the Mustang there. Hit it right into Barricade, who read him from far. But this is what I was talking about. Pythons, exactly what they need to do. They started playing as a team. You had a guy midfield. The ball goes there, and he scores it. Beautiful play by them. Really showing a different look, and a much better look than game 1.
Yeah, and a big turnaround here for the Pythons. Ever since, I believe, only halfway through that game 1, they have really looked like the better team here, getting a lot of great pressure, a lot of good passes. And, I know they've only scored now 2 in the last, 2 games here, but it is early in this one. So let's see if that offense can start finishing a couple more. Zero looking to make that happen. He's going to put that into the midfield, but nobody there for the Pythons to get a shot on that. Barricade looking to follow that Fortunate bounce there for the Mustangs. It's going to go all the way down. And Sauce driving it right back into that left corner. Hero. Good bop out to that midfield. Viper looking to get that midfield boost and follow it himself. Does not get the boost, but does get a middle and Hero. What a beautiful finish there. What a great pass from Viper. And just like that, the Mustangs are going to tie it back at 1.
And this is what the Mustangs do best. Team play, great pass, Hero with a beautiful doink down. Now, the Pythons, defensive mistake, right? They controlled the midfield, but neither defender went up for the ball. Somebody's got to go up to stop that from happening. Or, as we watch, they'll just score it on you. They have the ability to do so. So it's a very good turnaround for the Mustangs as, never mind, Pythons, again, that little individual effort, great demo in net, and Sauce just cleans it into the back.
And thank you very much, Barricade. Turning off that ball cam, going straight for the defender. No chance there, as he's going to get blown up, and the Pythons putting themselves right back up by 1 goal here. Now 2-1. Only about a little bit over a minute into this game, so we're having a good amount of goals here so far. Let's see if this will keep up. Hero leaving up for Viper, his teammate. Sauce though going to play that into the midfield, getting it past 1. Chaotic with a good trap down. Gonna play it over to the corner. Can Zero make it to the middle? No, he cannot. That's Chaotic gonna stop that and try himself. Sauce. Another big demo there by Barricade, but Sauce just can't get to it. But it does not matter as Zero's gonna power through everybody. And he puts them up 3-1.
Pythons have discovered their way to win right now. Bumps, demos, getting in their face, knocking them out of the way. And if you're the Mustangs, this is really bad because the Mustangs, the entire series, game 1 to game 3 here, they just kind of sit around. Like they're not rotating very quickly. They let the ball come to them. And so that's absolutely fatal if a team knows how to demo you. And right now, Python's taking advantage.
Yeah, and Barricade really finding his role here for his team in this game 3. It's 2 crucial demos that led to 2 big goals for his squad. So, good job there by him being able to recognize the defense of the Mustangs just kind of standing a little bit stale in that rotation. As I say that, though, the ball's going to go right back into the middle. Ooh, big double miss by both players there, allowing Viper with a little bit of room. It's going to go into that midfield, and Sauce getting to that first. Ooh, flips right by that, and my camera just spazzed really bad. I don't know what that was. Thank you, Rocket League. But about halfway through this game 3 now, and a big 3-1 lead here for the Pythons. Not many goals have been scored, other than this kind of game 3 blow up here. So let's see if this is going to be a little bit of a defensive rock here for the Pythons, or if they're going to continue this offense. 4 shots here for them, as opposed to only 2 for the Mustangs. So the Mustangs really, man, after coming out to that strong first half of that game 1, I was going to say I'm not had much offense going here, but as I say that, Chaotic is going to put one into the back of the net for the Mustangs, and it's only a 1-goal game.
Yeah, it was good recognition by the Mustangs to see the double commit was going to come out on the defensive end. Big mistake from the Pythons. That really didn't need to happen. You had a guy come from center field and cut his teammate. Neither one hits the ball. I always say that if you're going to double commit, at least one of you needs to hit it. So, good recognition there by the Mustangs to know they had to play and to take their time. It's one of the things they've struggled with this game and game 2. They need to just slow down. They look a little nervous. Take your time with the ball. Don't be afraid to play around with it. Flick it over an opponent.
Yeah, and let's see if the Mustangs can take some of this this pressure here and equalize them through a couple more goals if they've really answered well. Hero, as I say that, is going to play that down to Chaotic. He's going to get a good 50 into the midfield. Hero getting to that first. Ooh, big backflip there by Barricade, but it does not matter as that's going to boop right off of that crossbar, and the Mustangs not able to put that home. Minute 45 seconds to go here. Sauce gets a good demo on 1. Gets that back pass over the Barricade. He's going to look to make it happen. Gets the 1 touch over. But Sauce was looking for that pre-jump shot there. So that's going to go right back into the middle. Dangerous ball, but Zero going to clean that up to the left side, sweeping it over into the zone of the Mustangs. He's going to look to follow it himself. Does get that full boost. What a great pinch there by Viper, playing that all the way back down into the Python zone. Barricade. Good clear there by him. Gets that pass 1. Fortunate bounce, but Viper going to read that well. It does not matter, as that's going to go all the way through that midfield. No Mustang to clean that up. But as I say that, Hero with a wide open net to shoot at. Nobody challenging from the Pythons, and just like that, with a minute to go, they tie it at 3.
Great pass from Chaotic off the back wall, and good read from Hero to know that he had to come from right side, put it over Barricade in the net. No way he could save that. Excellent opportunity there from the Mustangs to tie this game up.
And the Mustangs have really answered well after they scored that last goal. Been putting a lot of pressure here. 5 shots on net here for them now. About 4 for the Pythons. So, from an offensive standpoint, it seems a little bit even, but the Mustangs have had a good amount of pressure here. as we did mention before, they were having a lot of pressure, but just not a lot of shots on net. So good to see them finally kind of tossing anything at the net. It doesn't matter what. You never know what will go in. 0. Big mister by his teammate. Can he get to that first? Great clear there by Viper, getting a good 50, but it's going to land on that corner. Barricade playing it right back into the middle, and Sauce. Beautiful finish, great pass, and just like that, 30 seconds to go, and the Pythons up 1.
Yeah, Python's excellent rally. You know, it would have been very easy for them to drop this game. Mustangs sort of had a big comeback in the works, but they just lived on the Mustangs half, and eventually that shot is bound to go in as long as you can put it on enough time. So excellent from them, but for the Mustangs, it's really not how you wanted to kind of come out in the end of this game. As Sauce follows the kickoff, great recognition from him. I'm wondering where the Mustangs defense was at.
Man, just like that, that's going to be a fortunate bounce off that kickoff, and just Sauce reading that super well. Mustangs did not have that guy cheating up in the midfield, so not able to get a good play. But Sauce, man, the last couple of games here has really picked it up for the Pythons, and man, is he on fire right now. 4 points in this game 3, and he's putting his team up 5-3 right now. The Pythons, this would be a good game 3 victory for them, and this as they're going to be looking to get some momentum, winning 2 in a row here. There's still some time for the Mustangs to answer back here, but only about 10 seconds. Hero with 0 boost. Can he make a play? No. Big mister by him, and 0. Going to play that right back out to the midfield. Sauce going to get a good bump on him, and Barricade just going to let this roll right out. And just like that, man, have the Pythons answer with an offensive powerhouse. Sauce and the Pythons go up 2-1 in the series.
Pythons, you know, surprising everybody except the Python faithful with these wins here. I mean, they've completely turned it around from game 1. It's been a beautiful showing since. Excellent solo play. Sauce in particular really standing out this series. I think, you know, I talked in the beginning about boost control. Well, both teams have started to get that under control. I think the biggest kind of, you know, difference maker so far for these games has just been not only offensive possession, which the Pythons have really come back with and played very well. It just seems like individual talent. So far, none of the Mustangs players have really come out with a play that you're like, wow. And yet Sauce, it feels like every 30 seconds comes out and you're like, well, I got to say his name again because sweet Lord, what a shot. You know, so I think you need to see a little bit of spark from the Mustangs. You know, they really fallen off since that first game.
Yeah, I do agree with you. That first half of that first game is when they looked the strongest, and ever since then have kind of collapsed under the pressure here from the Pythons. But as we see here, some of the stats, I love that stat line there from Barricade. That's the perfect epitome of exactly kind of the style of game he's been playing these last couple. He's gonna make that one good first pass and just go and demo the entire other team as he puts up a nice 3 assists there with 0 shots on net, 0 saves, and 0 goals. So you know, he's really playing his role well right now, and that Pythons team is really meshing well after a little bit of a shaky start.
Yeah, and I think both teams need to fix their transition speed. It's something that the Pythons are currently winning at. It's why they've been winning the games. Mustangs are very slow. They feel like they don't want to touch the ball, so they knock it away. They just get it away from them, and they feel like the Pythons are on them. A little bit, again, of those nerves. So if you're the Mustangs, you just need to calm down and possess the ball, and then, you know, transition on the defense a little more effectively.
Yep, I do agree. Just a little bit of banging the ball away, hoping for those long passes to kind of make its way on net. But at this level of gameplay that all of these players are at, you know, just kind of booting the ball away on net is not going to work most of the time. So let's see if the Mustangs can pick it up here and answer in this game 4, or if the Pythons are going to put a stranglehold here on them. Chaotic. Good play over to that left side. Good control here by Viper. Has a good amount of boost to work with. Can he get a second touch? He does, but not able to make it happen. I saw it's going to clear that right back out. 0. Good 50 past 1, 0. Going to look to follow that himself. No, he's going to leave out for Sauce. Ooh, Sauce with the Fennec. Trying to play a good 50 into the middle and 0. Sweeping that right up, and the Pythons continue their offensive onslaught. 1-0.
And once again, the panic coming out from the Mustangs. Viper had no reason to touch that ball. He had a teammate right there who jumped for it. Flicks it over his teammate, hits top crossbar, and great positioning from the Pythons to be right there to put it in. But Mustangs need to clean up these nerves. You know, there's not much you can say to do that other than just have to get over it. But as it's almost leading to another goal here, very, very close.
Oh man, a beautiful opportunity there for Barricade, but he's just not able to pot that home. As the Mustangs once again coming out to a shaky start here. Barricade looking to make something happen. Can he get it past 1? Yes, he can. Can he get it past 2? No, he cannot. But it's going to be stopped there by Sauce. Sauce looking to play it to the left side. Great look there for Barricade. He was just a little bit too far ahead. Hero. About 30 boosts to work with. She's going to boot that off that wall. But 0 going to play that right back into the Mustangs half. Ooh, 0, but a good pass down. Great shot opportunity, but Chaotic with a good clear there. Hero looking to make something happen with Chaotic. 2-on-1 here. Can he get into the middle? Beautiful save there by Barricade, keeping that back line. Not able to get a good shot here once again on the Mustangs. But at least they have a little bit of urgency. They are trying some counter-attack passes here, trying to make something happen on that counter. And let's see if they can start putting some more shots on net here. Sauce, a great save. As I say that, they doubled their shot amount, going from 1 to 2. But about 2 minutes into this game 4, you're going to need more than 2 shots if you want an opportunity against this Pythons offense, which has been on fire the last couple games.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, Mustangs just feel beat right now. As excellent 50 from Barricade. I mean, he has mastered how, control his car. He gets the demos when he needs them. Perfect 50 here. Mustangs, you're just not playing like you did game 1. I mean, there's not much more to say. You could critique them, but I think for the Pythons, this is a scary Pythons team coming out right now. They look excellent.
Yeah, man, and look at that. And who would have thought that it would have been the Pythons controlling the entire series so far? Ever since that game 1, we were thinking the Mustangs coming in here were the early favorites. And it did seem like that, but only lasted about 2 minutes and 30 seconds into that game 1. And ever since then, the Pythons, man, have they been kicking some butt. So let's see if the Mustangs can answer here. 2 shots on net from them about halfway through this game 4 rather. I'm sorry. Big open net for Zero. He's gonna put that right home bar down, and man, the Mustangs are just falling apart.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much you can say at this point. This is you still have enough time to come back in this game, so it's not a wash quite yet. But the Mustangs, they just are kind of falling apart in all angles. Rotation, boost control, all of it. All the things they did really well in the first game, and they've done occasionally, had sparks of every other game since. They just feel like they're beat mentally, if that makes any sense. I think they just, right now, don't have the fire to win, and they're really going to need to find it.
Yeah, I do have to agree with you. The Pythons are coming out here thinking, hey, boys, what do we have to lose? The Mustangs are the favorite team here. Let's see if we can come out here and make it a game. And so far, man, have they made it a game, as they've been clobbering the Mustangs here, rather. So let's see if the Mustangs can make something happen. Sauce, once again, keeping that midfield line. Can he get it past 2? Great, 15 to the midfield. 0. Oh, man, a big miss there by the defender of the Mustangs. And this is turning into a game 4 blowout as Zero putting the Pythons up 4-0.
Yeah, great recognition from Zero to know that the defender had jumped, so all he had to do was tap it underneath him. It was a great individual play because he very easily could have saved that had he knocked it up into him. But the Mustangs, I would say that the biggest standout from this game is they feel slow. They feel very, very slow, and not just because they don't have any boost control, but they're really not working together, and that's been their go-to all season long, has been work together, get the passing, and then they'll win games. You're really not seeing any of that. Credit to Python's not really letting that happen, but a little bit of a breakdown here.
Yeah, and I really think that their issue right now is them trying to, instead of play their game, the passing game that they've been playing all season, the good, strong, kind of team play that got them to that 13-5 record. Instead, they're looking to try. Oh, what a great save there by Viper, man. But it does not matter, as Zero is going to boot that right back home, and 5-0 now for the Pythons. But as I want to just finish my little statement there, I was just going to say that the Mustangs, instead of just playing their game, they're looking to try to adjust to the way that the Pythons are just rifling off the offensive game here. But they just need to settle down, get a couple demos, get a couple of counter-attack passes here. Because if they come out flat like this in game 5, or game 5, this may be an early series.
Yeah, I mean, MVP for the match for me right now is, there you go, Mustangs. You need a little bit of momentum. I don't think it's going to change the fate of this game, but you need a little bit of momentum going into the next game, and that's a perfect way to do it. It's a great pass from Hero to Chaotic. Like I said, this is how they've been winning all season long. Those assist plays, those pass plays, beating defenders as a team. But I would say MVP of this match so far has been Sauce, 100%. His individual skill has led to multiple victories for the Python squad, but I think what you were describing is why you need to give Barricade a lot of credit. You can tell the Mustangs are playing in fear of those demos that he gave to them in games 2 and 3. And so I think as a team, Pythons have really, like you said before, all found their role, and it's really working for them.
Yeah, and Barricade, after establishing that kind of offensive, muscle powerhouse third man, going in there, getting those good passes, getting those good demos, as you did just mention, it really did put the Mustangs team on edge. And they're just looking, behind them at all times, looking to see, hey, is Barricade coming to get me? But, the Pythons have just been really playing a great game here so far. Chaotic looking to make that into the middle. Sauce going to clear that out to that mid. Hero stopping that Viper, trying to make something happen off that crossbar. But now to get to that barricade, gets faked out by Hero. Hero trying to make something happen, but can't do anything. All of the Mustang players just standing in one line right now. Nobody's rotating. Nobody's making anything happen. And the scoreline really reflects it, as they're going to be taking, or rather losing this game 4, 5-1. The Pythons, man, are they on fire right now.
They really are. And I think we've said a lot about both teams, Mustangs sort of being disappointing at the moment and Pythons really kind of kicking it into high gear. I think that, I can't stress this enough. The Mustangs feel slow. They need to speed up and play with each other. Like, they have the ability to win these, even come back and almost reverse sweep, but they just, right now, it doesn't feel like they care enough. It really feels like the Pythons are out here to prove they deserve to be here, to show they're the better team, to show all the people that thought Mustangs were going to have this pretty easily on lock that you're all wrong. And for the Mustangs, they came out, I think you won game 1 and you're like, all right, we got it. Like everybody said, we're good to go. And then that Mustangs roster hasn't appeared since. And so you're really going to need to dig deep and find that you actually want to win this game and that you know how to.
Yep, and so now, man, oh man, the Mustangs, this is a position that I don't think that they were expecting to be in. Now down 3-1 in this game 5. They need to have a strong start here. Let's look for them to start having some offensive pressure, getting some early shots at net, and maybe even potting home the first goal of this game 5. But if they can't make that happen, and the Pythons continue playing the way they have been, this may be quick. As I say, that Sauce with a beautiful musty ceiling shot, but just off that crossbar, Barricade getting a good 50 into the middle. Zero trying to make something happen. It's going to be cleared, though, onto the net of the Python. Sauce, though, trying to follow that himself. Cannot, as he runs out of boost, but it does not matter. Barricade going to play that to the right corner. Can he follow that himself? No, he can't. Viper playing that off that corner wall. Sauce now booting that all the way back down into the Mustangs half. Chaotic off that wall. He has a second touch. Gets that past Barricade as well. Sauce, though, getting to that quick. Great clear there by him as third man, not allowing the Mustangs once again to get any shots. But a little bit of a better start here for the Mustangs. They already have 2 shots on net. As Viper, oh my goodness, dropping that down. Almost a beautiful shot there by him, but just off wide to the left. Man, would have that been a great start for the Mustangs.
Very close, but you're right. They're looking a lot better. They're finally playing together, finally playing out of their half. They need to continue to do so, and I think those goals will fall eventually.
Absolutely. Hero now trying to make something happen. Oh, great heads-up read there by Chaotic. Able to play out to the left side of the defender. He's going to back up, try to go get some boost as Sauce with a little bit of space. Going to boot that off that wall. Just panicking, giving that ball away. Hero now up to that quick. Oh, a great 50. It's going to be right in the middle, but Sauce popping that over 1-0 with a great bang. And the Pythons doing a great job getting the ball out of pressure there. Chaotic dropping that down right onto the hood of Barricade. He gets that over 1. Can he get the second touch? Yes, he can. But a good save there by Viper. Sauce trying to pitch that into the ceiling there, I believe, but Viper going to clear that right back down into the left side, and Viper all by himself is going to play that and into the open net. The Mustangs, this is exactly what they were looking for. 1-0.
Yeah, it was a great individual play, and we've been talking about we need somebody from the Mustangs to step up. If you're not going to play together, somebody's got to do that Sauce level mechanical ability, and that was excellent follow, good recognition on the open net. A defensive breakdown, though, from the Pythons, and this was something we were concerned about game 1. There just was no defender, and there easily should have been. I'm not sure where the breakdown in communication was there. Still a lot of game left to go, but Mustangs looking a lot stronger this game.
Yeah, I believe they did the classic turn off ball cam and go for that corner boost, just like we've all done. But anyways,
save it.
Oh yeah, I gotta have that full boost. But anyways, let's see if the Mustangs can keep up some of this pressure. Good start there for them, but Zero gonna play that on net. Good start there by Viper, playing that over to his teammate. That's exactly what they're looking for. That 3-man breakout right there off that corner wall. Hero looking for a bump, great bump, but nobody following there for the Mustangs. They need to be more aggressive here, down 3-1 in the series right now. Here comes Chaotic, good 50 there. It's gonna play that to the corner. Hero looking to make a play himself, but Saul's gonna pop that up to the midfield. Viper getting that over to Chaotic with a great shot on net. Can he get the double? Ooh, cannot drop that down. Good double attempt there by Chaotic. The Mustangs, man, are they applying some pressure right now? What a difference. Look at these team plays. They're passing the balls, getting stuff done.
They are, and they're finally getting boost out of the hands of the Pythons, which is something that's really effective game 1. Is there you go. Beautiful team play, good recognition from Hero. Defender makes a slight mistake, can't get the clear, and they put it in. This is the Mustangs from game 1. Keep shooting until your opponent has no more boost, makes a mistake, and you score. One thing I will say for the Mustangs, though, they could probably be up 4-0 in this game. As you mentioned, they're going back for their hundreds a little too much. They need to just maintain that pressure, and you'll score faster.
Yeah, I agree, but Viper really coming out with a strong start to this game 5 for his Mustang squad, putting up a nice 2 points already. 2 minutes to go here. Let's see if they can keep this up. But just the difference in the team plays coming out of the Mustangs right now is monumental. You know, the first 3-4 games even, I would say, they were not using each other, not using their passes, but have really picked it up here, started communicating and getting the ball to where it needs to be. Here comes Zero, getting that musty flick over one. Good play there by him. Over Viper as well, but Chaotic booting that out to Hero. Can he get a shot on net? Great shot on net off that sidewall. Chaotic, can he finish? Yes, he can. And just like that, 3-0 here now for the Mustangs.
Great team play. Chaotic to Hero, back to Chaotic. A little bit of a miss there in the Python's net. Barricade probably could have hit that. But I think what you're seeing here is what I like to call the desperation game. It's the last game of the series. You have to win. And so Mustangs are throwing themselves at the ball. It's working. They finally sped up. Can you maintain that when you have to then win 2 more games? That's going to be the question going forward here, assuming they take this game, which is looking likely.
We're going to have to wait and see. The Mustangs with a strong 3-0 lead here. About a minute 20 to go. Hero getting that over 2 again. What a beautiful save there by Zero, getting that on the hood of Sauce. Can he get that over 2? He's going to get 50. Hero with some boost, trying to make that happen, getting that on net. And just the Mustangs doing a much better job of just getting the ball on net. Look at this. They're throwing everything at the net. And this is exactly what I was kind of mentioning a couple games ago. They just got to get the ball on net. You never know what's going to happen. You're not going to score if the ball's not there in the first place. It's going to be at that midfield. It's going to be at that midfield. Sauce. Good play there by him. Going to look to get a second touch. He does. Zero. Ooh, unfortunate side flip there for him. As Hero's going to stop that at that midfield, but it does not matter. Sauce now playing that high, and a good demo there by Viper. Some space here. Hero trying to make something happen, making a good pass over to Chaotic, but he's not able to find that bottom left corner. Good rebound there by Viper. He's looking for a demo, not looking to shoot. Mustangs. Wow, man, great pressure here in this game 5 so far. It's been really evident, controlling a lot of the ball in the zone of the Pythons, and the Pythons just are off their game right now, have not been playing the way they've been playing the first, 3-4 games here. So look at the shots on net. 13 shots on net for the Mustangs. Man, oh man, have they picked up their offense here. 5 seconds to go, and it's looking like the Mustangs are going to be taking this game 5 and extending this series to at least a game 6. Viper off that back wall. Zero. Is that going to drop down? Yes, it is. And the Mustangs putting up a powerhouse of an offensive showing here, bringing it to the Pythons and saying, hey, we're not done yet.
Yeah, much better performance from the Mustangs. We criticized them a lot in the past few games because they just didn't feel like they wanted to win. I really think that game, you could tell their mentality was there. You don't go for those little pinch hits like we saw there at the end unless you're very confident that you guys are at least going to hit it. So I think it's a much better game for the Mustangs. Beautiful turnaround. The problem, like I said before, is do you go into the next game with that level of desperation, that level of speed? And that's the difference between playing a 5-game series and or best of 5 and a best of 7, as we talked about at the top of the broadcast. So you have to maintain that level of aggression and speed. It's something I had mentioned before, and you had mentioned before. They have to continue to put those shots on net. The way to do that is to continue to play in the Pythons' half. And for the Pythons, this was the problem you had game 1. When they live in your half, it's like you just don't quite know how to maintain your rotations. They really struggled this game getting out of their half because they were always making these little defensive mistakes. So I think if the Mustangs can continue this, we're going the distance as the script reads. But Pythons, there is an opportunity right now if the Mustangs don't maintain that level of awareness and energy to take this series.
And let's see, moving into this game 6, thank you to everybody that's here watching tonight. Right around 70 viewers. Let me get the Sauce putting on the SSL tag in the intermission. He's not playing around now. But let me see some names in the chat here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who's going to be the hero in this game 6. Somebody from the Mustangs going to pick it up for their team, bring it to a game 7, or somebody from the Pythons going to put it home and send the Pythons to the next round. Going to be into that midfield now. Zero trying to get a good pass over to the left side. Good cutoff there by the Mustangs. Going to play it right back on net, and Zero just booting that right into his own net. And 15 seconds in, the Mustangs off to a great start.
Yep, there you go. Maintaining exactly what they need to do. Maintaining that aggression, that level from previous series. Now is a little bit of a mistake on the Pythons once again on the defense. And I feel like I say that a lot. Pythons need to clean their defense up to stay in the series.
Oh boy. So let's see, just like that, then this is exactly what the Mustangs were looking for, as they're going to try to push this to a game 7. They have been really looking well, but as I say that, Sauce is going to take on the role of Barricade, and Barricade going to boot that into the left side of the net. And a 1-1 game, just 30 seconds in.
Yeah, you know, Python's sticking to their guns, literally and figuratively. Demos. Demos have won them many a game. They continue to do it here, and it's still looking promising.
And just like that, 30 seconds in, already have 2 goals with a beautiful shot by Barricade and a great speedy save there by Viper. Hero trying to make something happen. But Viper not able to get it past Zero. Zero gets a 3rd touch as well. He's doing it all for his team right now, but not able to get that to the middle. As the Mustangs look to clear it out here. Chaotic trying to get out of the way of Hero. Sauce with a little bit of space. Can he made it to, oh, what a beautiful fake, but a great heads up stop there by Hero on that near post. 3 shots on net here for the Pythons and made it in. Only 1 for the Mustangs. But the Mustangs with 100% shooting percentage right now. Not bad, not bad. Let's see if they can pick up their offense here, kind of like they did in that game 5. Chaotic gonna play that into the corner. Zero, but a good stop there. But Hero found that up himself. Sauce with a great heads up play. Gonna pick up that full boost as well. Looking for a 50 here. Gets that over 1. Can he get it past 2? Wave dash. Gets it past 2. Sauce. Oh my goodness. Trying to get an air dribble there. Almost doing it all himself. But just getting stopped by that third man of the Mustangs. Off that back wall, Sauce with a powerful touch. Hero not able to get to that Barricade. Awkward touch into that top right corner. And just like that, the Pythons go up 2-1.
If I am on the Mustangs roster right now, I'm like, ref, please, someone go look at Sauce. I think he's sandbagged because, I mean, the mechanical ability he's showing here is far beyond AA. Like this is an amazing performance from Sauce. I think no matter what happens to the Pythons, if you're Sauce, like this was a standout performance on the season. And I think it's really reflecting here with the Pythons and their momentum and their ability to score and kind of take a series that nobody really gave them credit for.
Yeah, I do have to agree with you. Sauce has been playing super well here for his team. You know, definitely don't want to discount the other two, as all 3 of these players for the Pythons have been on fire. But, you know, at the same time, the Mustangs really answering well here as Hero, Viper, and Chaotic playing a good team game the last couple of games, trying to make something happen here. Oh, and as I say that, with a beautiful flick there by Hero, just off that right side post. Can Viper finish that double? No, he cannot. A little bit awkward. Big double commit there by the Pythons. Chaotic able to keep that in. Good double touch there. Can he get a 3rd to the middle? No, he cannot. Barricade with a good boom down, relieving all of that pressure. Hero into that midfield. Gets beat to it by Sauce. Viper, though, stopping that off that back wall. Can Zero get a shot on net? No, he can't. Elects to go off that back wall. Good clear by Chaotic. Right onto the tape of Viper. He's going to boot that into that midfield. Sauce. Good speed. Trying to hit Barricade, but not able to get to that fast enough. As the Mustangs look to answer on a counterattack. It's going to be a good stop there by Zero, but allowing Chaotic with a good shot, but a great save there. Once again, Sauce in the right spot at the right time. Viper. Ooh, pass that right past his teammate. I think he was looking for a pass back. Hero does end up with that ball, but Sauce able to get a good pitch out to that mid. Sauce can't get that past Viper as he's going to boot that on net. And a beautiful touch there by Hero. Actually, not sure how that went in, but what a huge goal. Tying it at 2.
Hero taking a page out of the Python's book. He was going for demo after demo on the Python's back end, and fortunately, ball gets cleared right down to him, and he takes advantage. You know, so incorporating the things that have been winning games, I think that's very important for both teams. Great showing for the Mustangs, and we're tied up again.
Yeah, but as you can see, both of these teams, you know, nervous to kind of get those kind of high-profile offensive opportunities here. As we take a look at some of these shots, only 4 shots here for the Mustangs so far, and 6 here for the Pythons. You know, compared to that last game where the Mustangs put up a whopping 13 or 14, you know, only 4 so far is a little bit disappointing. But fortunately, they are so in this game at that 2-2. Here comes Hero. It's going to go over his head, a little bit awkward for him, but able to get a good touch over to that right side. Sauce, though, beating everybody, trying to get that mid. He does, but nobody there on that far post for the Pythons to boot that home. Hero passes that all the way up to Viper. Viper with a good touch off that corner, and Hero's there, but a great save once again by Sauce. Always there, man. Sauce off that back wall. He misses that touch there. Awkward there for him. Chaotic trying to scoop that up into the corner. Gets that pass on Barricade, though. In a good spot, able to clear that down, but Hero applying a lot of good pressure here on the Mustangs. The Pythons not able to get out of their zone, but as I say that, Zero going to boot that right back into the corner of the Mustangs, but Chaotic answering right back. Off that walnut, Hero playing that into the middle. Zero awkwardly bumped there, but the ball going to go towards the Mustangs half instead. Sauce double commit there with Barricade. He's going to give that away to Viper. He's going to look to make that off that corner wall read. Hero, lots of space. Does he have boost? Yes, he does. 80, double commit there for the Pythons, but Sauce stopping that well. Not able to get to the middle was Hero there with that boost. 30 seconds to go. 2-2. Chat, who do we got scoring the golden goal here? Game 6. Big game 6 here. Barricade keeping that out that midfield line. Going to try to play that into the right corner. That's that pass one. Going to go on net. But a great save there by Chaotic. 15 seconds to go. Pythons with a lot of pressure. Hero with a good bang over to the left side. Chaotic gets that over one. Hero and Barricade in that midfield. Barricade, he's going to get beat to that ball. Hero, can he get the double? No, but it does not matter. Viper going to finish at it with 5 seconds to go. He's going to put the Mustangs up 3-2.
We've talked about it and talked about it and talked about it, and there you go. Mustangs, team play, all 3 players getting involved, combining the power of friendship and getting what I'm assuming is the game-winning goal. I mean, that is the Mustangs in a nutshell was that play right there, and it was a beautiful, beautiful showing from them.
Absolutely incredible. 0 seconds on the clock now. Sauce trying to keep that up. Barricade not able to get a good doink up, and just like that, the Mustangs stormed right back from being down 3-1, and we have our first game 7.
Yeah, trying to maintain my surprise here as I read the script that tells me we're coming here. Trying to keep it up for the fans. But I think so. This was a fantastic game from both teams, and it's so exciting to go into the 7th game because I truly couldn't tell you which team will take it. The Mustangs have rallied, they have played as a team, and they have won the last 2 games. The Pythons, they've fallen off a little bit, but they showed us they had that individual ability to win the series. I think, if I had to put a name to probably what will decide this last game, is if the Mustangs play like they did that game. For the Pythons, you have to get Barricade more involved. That game, he was a little less involved in the demos, and you saw it on the offensive ability of the Pythons. So if you're, Sauce, he maintained his mechanical aggression. Barricade and Zero need to provide that rest of that backbone in the demos, and I think this will be a very interesting game.
And here we go, game 7 of the opening round of the AA playoffs here at RLPC. Woo, and a beautiful start, Sauce saying thank you very much. Going to clean that up just 5 seconds in. It couldn't have been a more perfect start here for the Pythons.
And Python's taking a page out of the Mustang book. Team play, all 3 players getting involved. Great kickoff from Zero to knock it straight to the ceiling and know you have a follow guy that can put it off back wall to your 3rd teammate. Great start from the Pythons. Not what you wanted if you're the Mustangs, but you are by far from out of this game.
And let's see if Hero can answer. Is going to put that right over Sauce. Can the Mustangs answer quick? Oh, no, a big miss there by Chaotic. Don't forget that one. That was a wide open net there, but not able to put that home. Plenty of time here, though. 4 minutes, 40 seconds. Good shot there by the Pythons. Ooh, just off that corner. Barricade, can he get a good 50? Going to keep that in the zone here, though, with some space. Only about 20 boosts to work with here. He's going to look for a 50. Great 50 by him. Also picks up that first boost. Fortunate spawn. Viper keeping that in the zone, but Sauce going to boom that back right into the Mustang zone. And the Mustangs, they're really going to look to kind of answer quick here. If they start, keeping behind at this 1-0 scoreline for a minute, 2-3 minutes, it's going to be more and more difficult for them. What a beautiful passer by Sauce. A Barricade not able to get to that first. It's a great clear there coming out of Chaotic. He's going to follow that himself as well. Going to seal that corner boost. Hero playing a fortunate 50. Viper getting to that first. Going to boot that into the midfield. Sauce, though, with a good speed. He's looking to follow that, but Hero going to be back on that goal line. Good touch it by him, getting it under. Sauce, but Zero with a crave fake. Oh my goodness. What an awesome shot by Zero, and the Pythons double their lead. 2-0.
Yeah, what a play. And Sauce again fakes him, and Zero, great recognition that you have a defender zooming at you, cannot stop. He puts the brakes on, brake checks him, and scores. Great individual effort coming out from the Pythons, exactly what I said they needed to do. And this is a very good showing from the Pythons, and I really feel like they have all the momentum going forward here.
Man, oh man, I do have to agree with you. The Mustangs, this is exactly what they were not looking to do. But never forget that game 5, they really did bring it to the offense, the Pythons zone with their offensive play, putting up a whopping 13 shots. So they need to start playing with some of that desperation that they did before, because if they don't, it's not going to last long. But as we say, that Hero is going to put that right home, slotting it back for the Mustangs, 2-1. Oh, what an awesome
team
pass.
play. Yeah, I know, dude. It was great. I mean, that was fun to watch. It was great from the Mustangs. A little bit of, again, mistake on the Pythons in the defense, but getting all players involved for the Mustangs, exactly what you need to do. And this is a game for the ages. I'm telling you, great way to start off playoffs.
Absolutely. This is a big game 7 here for both the Pythons and the Mustangs. It's been an awesome series so far. Mustangs rifling off to a big game 1 victory. Pythons really bringing the pressure the next 3. And ever since then, it's been all Mustangs. But right now, the Pythons have this early lead in this game 7. As I say, that barricade into the wide open net. And like that, it's the third goal for the Pythons, 3-1.
You often find in these best of 7s, it's first team to crack, and mistake right there from the Mustangs. Didn't have a guy rotated back, missed touch there in the center field. Pythons, great recognition to take advantage.
And look at that, with 3 minutes to go, the Pythons with a strong 3-1 lead. But as in, I won't say every sport, but a lot of sports, that 2-goal lead, it's a little bit dangerous. Anything can happen. But even, 10, 15 seconds left, as long as you get that one, you have an opportunity for the second. But let's see if the Pythons are going to keep up their lethal offensive pressure here. 7 shots for them, only 3 here for the Mustangs in this game 7. So Viper looking to play that downfield. He does get that past barricade. Chaotic cannot get a touch. But Zero, not able to get it over Viper, but it does not matter as Sauce on that right side going to play that through. Sauce with a lot of space here. Sauce going to put that right into the bottom right. And nobody back, just like we talked about before. Closing your eyes and going for that corner boost is never going to do you any good. 4-1 Pythons.
And Python's starting to run away with it. Mustangs losing 50 after 50, not rotating correctly because they don't understand they're going to lose that 50. It's a breakdown, but for Pythons, this is about as good of a showing as they've had all series long. Definitely starting to win on the individual talent, and you kind of feel like they're going to take the rest of this game.
And once again, you look at the scoreboard, and who's on top? Sauce. He has been performing for the Pythons all night in this 7-game series so far. Man, has he put on a great performance, but you cannot count out his two teammates, Barricade and Zero, as them two have supported Sauce to the full extent, and he's showing off a lot of his great offensive prowess here. But let's see if the Mustangs can answer quick here. 2 minutes to go. They need 3 to send it to OT. Chaotic getting a shot on net. Barricade with a good backflip there. Gonna play that to the right corner. Ooh, fortunate touch by Chaotic. Barricade booming that up high. I think he was trying to go off of that ceiling. Good clear. It's gonna get past Hero. Viper though, playing that right back into the zone of the Pythons with nobody there. Actually, I take that back. Hero able to get that over to Chaotic. Got a good rebound. Bar down. Hero 2-4. A minute 34 to go.
And here we go. Mustangs bringing us back in, making this a little more lively of a contest here with a minute 30. Absolutely enough time to come back into this game. Once again, team play, doink. Great recognition to put it top left off the crossbar and put it in.
All you need is that 1 second to go once you score that third. And you never know what'll happen. Let's see. Hero getting that pass through. It's going to waterfall right down, but not able to get to that is Viper. Great clear there by the Pythons. Chaotic. Good 50 there by Sauce, allowing Barricade with some space. Can you make a good clean? No, he cannot. It's going to be right back into the zone as Viper leaves that for Hero. It's going to go right into the middle. Ooh, big 50, and Viper with an open net. Cannot get to that first as Barricade with a heads-up clear. Going to be booted. Good pre-jump there by Hero. Going to send that all the way back into the zone. Chaotic. Oh, my goodness. Oh, is that a ginormous miss there by Chaotic? It's going to go right back into the open net. Oh,
that's
my
crippling.
goodness.
That's awful. I mean, that was a beautiful pre-read by Hero. Chaotic was there. You had the series, and then he misses. And I think that probably took all the wind out of the sails of the Mustangs.
Oh, man, yeah, that was unfortunate there for Chaotic. Just not able to slot that home. Did have the whole net to shoot at. It was a difficult shot for him, but just like that, Sauce completing that hat trick, and it's looking like the Pythons are just going to squeeze all of the energy out of the Mustangs, putting that 5th one into the net now.
Chaotic did not take his 5-hour energy this morning. I mean, he just fell at the finish line. He was right there, and he fell over. Now, you can't blame the whole series on him, but you could feel the change in the game from the Mustangs after that miss. That was their opportunity to get back in it, and they just kind of let it slip away.
Yeah, and what are you going to do? That's Rocket League, baby. Game 7, the Pythons. Who would have thought this would have been the ending result here? As 15 seconds to go, that's going to go on net, but Barricade playing that to the left side wall. And the Pythons, with that 11-7 record, going to take out the powerful Mustangs, who are coming in at that 13-5 for these playoffs. And 2 seconds to go. 1, that's going to drop on. What? I swear to God, that dropped down.
Bro, Rocket League debated us. What was that?
Debated us, but it does not matter. As the Pythons in Game 7 on the backs of Sauce are going to take it to the Mustangs.
That was a beautiful game from both sides. Now, we talked about the miss there. There was a little bit of a debate rating in chat over Sauce and his Supersonic Legend title in AA. Let me put it this way. Pythons deserve that win. they were the better team, no matter what. And it wasn't just because of Sauce. An 11-7 record and the fact this goes to a Game 7 shows you the Mustangs had the ability to win this game, no matter what Sauce's rank was. Unfortunately, they just did not finish the game. It's something we talked about at the top. And so I would say, though, Sauce, to me, MVP of this match. Now, I will say, though, Cyan, I was looking at chat, and I would agree, dude. Sauce may be the MVP of the match, but you're the MVP of our hearts. Great casting. It was an honor to be here, dude.
Oh, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Dad. Always fun to have you as my color. I think we do a great job together, great chemistry, and we're able to bring the tippy-top most entertainment for this opening round of the RLPC playoffs. And we actually do have the second game coming up here very soon. We're going to be having, let me take a look here. Oh, my computer is broken, trying to tab out, not working. We're going to be having the Admirals versus the Centurions. It's going to be an independent first round matchup here. And let's see which team is going to be able to come out on top there. But as for this series right here, the Pythons and the Mustangs bringing it to a big Game 7. But the Pythons just at the end, on the backs of Sauce, bringing it together, playing a great team game, and just finishing off the Mustangs in Game 7. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. About 70 viewers here for this first round. And we really appreciate all of you guys coming out to support the stream. My name has been Cyan LG. That is Dead Medic. Say goodnight, man.
Night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Great series.
Good night, guys. We'll see you soon. Stick around for the next matchup.
Feel paralyzed.